Levi versus Zeke round 2. This fight takes place in the forest of giant trees where Levi was holding Zeke hostage, but the bugger started scurrying off and transformed Levi's men into titans, which Levi sadly had to cut down. Really heartbreaking when he sees the faces of his former comrades in these new titans and then just closes his eyes. You can tell he's breathing and just like gets the job done. Levi managed to catch up to Zeke and it was a battle of wits as Levi went up against the now transformed Zeke as the Beast Titan. Zeke was clearly in a panic throughout this whole fight as Levi just ran circles around him, cutting down treetops, acting as a smoke screen, and then Zeke just desperately ripped Titans apart to hurl pieces of them at Levi. Then Levi just descended from the air, throwing tons of thunder spears right into the Beast Titan to swiftly take the win. A very one-sided fight, but amazing all the same. This fight is a perfect second round. In the first fight between Levi and the Beast Titan, Zeke was able to use the Beast Titan's powers to control a horde of mindless titans and overwhelm Levi's squad. But in this fight, Levi was able to kind of anticipate Zeke's strategy and neutralize the titans, forcing Zeke to actually face him one-on-one. Eren versus the Warhammer and Jaw Titan. Eren was an absolute brute here. Aside from the fact that he just killed a considerable amount of innocent people, he did not hold back one bit against Lara Tiber, who met a pretty grisly end at his hands, or jaws of a Titan on her team, but we'll get to that. Lara revealed herself to be the Warhammer Titan and took form. Eren engaged her in battle in his rampaging attack Titan form, and vicious exchanges of blows began to occur, and the Warhammer Titan had Eren on the ropes at one point, made possible by its ability to form weapons out of hardened Titan flesh, allowing it to land some pretty gnarly blows on the attack Titan. No shortage of blood in this fight. Eren eventually realized that Lara was in a crystallized shell underground rather than in the nape of the neck of the Titan like usual, and after ripping Lara out of the ground, he used the Jaw Titan, who was also in the fight, to clamp down on the crystal with its jaws, breaking it to pieces and crushing Lara Tiber in the process. Just to top off this grisly affair, Eren leaned his head back and started gulping down Lara's blood, thus granting him the power of the Warhammer Titan. Reiner, Bertolt, and Ymir versus the Scout Regiment. Alright, lots to discuss here. After Bertolt and Reiner ran off with Eren, the Survey Corps were in hot pursuit. Reiner was running with Ymir, Bertolt, and Eren on his back. Several scouts catch up with them, landing on Reiner's back as well, before a sudden ambush of Titans that Erwin was leading to the fight appear right in front of them, who quickly swarmed the armored Titan, and all-out chaos commences. Erwin ends up losing his arm, several scouts meet their unfortunate end, Eren and Krista do get retrieved, the Survey Corps starts making their escape, but Titans start falling from the air, crushing several scouts as Reiner hurls them at the retreating soldiers. And this is where Eren comes face to face with the very Titan that ate his mother all the way back in the first episode. Spoilers, but Hans swoops in to protect Mikasa and Eren, and in an attempt to redeem himself for not taking out the Smiling Titan all those years ago, he attempts to kill it now, but is torn apart. All hope seems to be lost. Eren can't even transform, but with some inspiring words from Mikasa, he throws a wicked punch right into the Smiling Titan's hand, and his founding Titan powers begin to awaken, and he commands the surrounding Titans to attack the Smiling Titan, ripping it to pieces. Changing gears a bit, let's talk about Levi versus Kenny, a very different kind of fight than what we often see in the series, which makes it feel fresh. While covertly transporting Eren and Historia through Trost, Levi chills with the scouts on the rooftops, overseeing the transport to make sure they get away safely. Levi's Ackerman's senses start tingling, and he begins telling Nifa about a serial killer he once knew named Kenny the Ripper. And wouldn't you know it, in the words of Bane, "Speak of the devil shall appear." Yes, Kenny and his crew of military police show up, and a battle ensues. This one goes from the rooftop, the streets, all the way into a bar where Levi ducks under the bar and fires back at Kenny with a shotgun. Amazing animation here, which you could say about most of Attack on Titan, but I feel like it's still worth mentioning. The way the camera follows Levi as he swoops through the streets and smashes into the bar, I feel like I'm like moving with him. It's like a roller coaster ride. Plus, it's a Levi fight. He's the coolest character in the series. This is also quite the introduction of a pretty cool character in Kenny, so watching these two face off This is a pretty entertaining display. All right, the retake of Wall Maria. This is a truly epic battle and a great kickoff to the second half of Season 3. There's quite a lot to talk about here. Once in Shiganshina, the group starts scaling the walls, attempting to seal it up, when Reiner pops out and after a brief scuffle with Levi, transforms into the armored titan. The beast titan also appears, blocking the scouts' only exit, so they're sandwiched within the walls of Shiganshina, and the battle kicks off. Eren transforms into the attack titan and has a second round with Reiner, who he fares much better against now, being able to actually harden his flesh. You got the scouts using thunder spears, you have the beast titan hurling gigantic boulders at the soldiers. Berthold shows up transforming into the colossal titan to cause even more destruction. One of the best parts of this battle is, of course, spoilers, Erwin's last stand as he leads his troops into one last fight against the Beast Titan, riding towards their imminent deaths as they're smashed apart by boulders. This is then followed by another epic Levi fight as he starts cutting up the Beast Titan in a rage before ripping Zeke right out of its nape. Epic stuff.